pretty sure the Pocket Edition is the most feature-complete version. And the thing is, the Pocket Edition is much more resistant to pirating than the PC version, just because of the way it's built. And again, it's the issue of Mojang getting big. So when they're small and indie, I mean, people pirate the game and they're like, oh well, it's just exposure, right? If they pirate it, it means it's popular and eventually enough people will buy it. And they've sold millions of copies, and so it's like, yeah, even with the piracy, they still make a lot of money. They still were very successful. So it's not that big a deal, the piracy, right? I mean, it's not killing the game. But having said that, I think the Pocket Edition is more resistant to piracy because of the digital rights management inherently built into mobile apps. Oh, did I just lose a shovel? So like the Android and the Apple marketplace and stuff like that, all of that has more proficient built-in anti-piracy. And it could well be that those platforms make more money than the PC version. I mean, it could well be that the PC version is completely saturated now. And there's actually not that many more people who are ever going to buy the PC version. And so they might just look at the sales and they say, well, people are buying the mobile version, they're not buying the PC version, so why would we continue to develop for a platform that is not, that people aren't actually buying? Which, again, logical from a business point of view. But what if they made Minecraft 2 for the PC? And what if Minecraft 2 for the PC was essentially the Pocket Edition, except in Java in the PC? It's messy, right? So I don't think they have a clear transition plan, and maybe that's the problem. But maybe if Mojang is listening to this, which they probably aren't, maybe they should think of a transition plan. Because there needs to be Minecraft 2. I mean, whether they call it Minecraft 2 or whether they call it Minecraft version 1.13 or whatever they want to call it, what I'm talking about in Minecraft 2 is a complete overhaul, complete rewriting of the game engine, right? The same way Microsoft abandoned Explorer and created the Edge browser, Minecraft needs to completely rewrite the engine from scratch. Like, just do it again from scratch. To get rid of the legacy stuff, or to improve, or to because in the rewriting, you have the chance to just do the same thing in a better way. And also, adding new features is easier because, instead of trying to shoehorn new features into an old framework, you're working with a completely new framework that is designed from the start to have those features. So that just makes the programming easier, and it makes the designing easier. And then maybe this time they can make it so that it will support mods by design. I mean, part of the problem with mods in Minecraft is that Minecraft was never designed to support mods. It was able to support mods, but it wasn't designed to, and so the framework was never in place to support mods. And they've tried several times to include or to update the engine to support mods better, and they've failed every single time. And again, it's not that I'm saying they're bad programmers because they're not geniuses the way Google are, but they're not bad. They're pretty good. It's just that if you have an engine that was never intended to support mods, it's very difficult to retrofit it in. And I understand that. I do understand that. But all that means is that they need to rewrite the engine. That's the conclusion that I would arrive at. If somebody gave me that problem, I would tell you that the solution is to rewrite the whole engine. Which I understand it takes time, and it takes money, and it takes a lot of work. But eventually it has to be done. Just like Microsoft discovered with Explorer and Edge. And again, like if they can call it Minecraft 2, if they want to rebrand it, or they can just call it the next update in Minecraft, and it'll just be just a complete rewrite. And it'll take ages. I do understand it'll take ages. And who knows, maybe they're already working on it. It's possible. But something has to give, I think. If not now, then eventually. Maybe they think it's not time yet. And again, there's an argument to be made that maybe it's not time yet. Like maybe this is still doing well enough that it's not time to do that yet. And this is kind of dangerous, right? Because if you've watched me play the Assassin's Creed series, every time Ubisoft makes a new engine for Assassin's Creed, that particular Assassin's Creed game is bad. Like, it's kind of incredible how consistent it is. And then the game after that, using the same engine, is quite good. And then the game after that, using the same engine, is excellent. And then they make a new engine and it's bad again. It's just because, I mean, it's the way they fund their development cycle, I suppose. Whenever they have to develop a new engine, it feels like they don't have enough time or money to actually polish it. And so they rush out a mediocre game. And then after that, they keep working with the same engine for 2 more years or something. And then it becomes a decent engine after 2 more years of work. But then, you know, technology has advanced and everyone expects better graphics, and so they have to go and make a new engine after 2 years. And then the one after that is just bad again because they haven't had enough time to do it properly. And that just seems to be the Assassin's Creed development cycle. And, you know, if they could just maybe like save more money and resources so that every 3 years they can just pump out a higher quality game. So not actually no. Not every 3 years pump out a high quality game, but every 3 years expect to have to work twice as hard to make a good game because it's a new engine. So 2 years using old engine, you can get a decent game out without that much effort. Well, I mean, you just have to put a lot of effort in, of course, but not as much effort as if you have to make a new engine. So every 3rd year, you have to ask your studio to work twice as hard just to get the same quality game out because you're working with a new engine. And you know, Mojang, they made so much money. Although I guess they didn't because Notch cashed out, right? So Microsoft paid a lot of money for Mojang, and then Notch cashed out. So all that money, well, not all of it. So a lot of money went to Notch, right? So how much money stayed in Minecraft, like stayed in Mojang? I'm not sure there's that much. But I mean, it's Microsoft, so they can afford to keep pumping money into Minecraft, and I assume that Minecraft is still profitable. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. And it might take a lot of money to make Minecraft 2, because unlike Minecraft 1, which is indie, Minecraft 2, people are going to expect it to be a AAA title. Which again, may or may not be fair. But I think if somebody says Minecraft 2, we are looking forward to a AAA Minecraft 2. I'm laughing because it seems unreasonable. But isn't that the case? Like if they announce, if Microsoft slash Mojang announce Minecraft 2, you're not gonna put up with an indie game anymore, right? Like there's been so many years, there's been so much money, so much sales, you can't come back out with a second indie game. It's not like that anymore. I'm looking forward to a AAA Minecraft 2. And it better be amazing when it comes out. What if we just retexture Minecraft to make it twice as detailed with twice as many pixels and call that Minecraft 2? No, it's gonna like it literally has to be innovative again. Like nobody. But like, there's the same reason Valve is not making Fallout 3. I mean, not Fallout 3. Half-Life 3. I think they're not making Half-Life 3. Maybe they are. Maybe they're not. It's just that people expect so much. There's no way you can meet the expectations. Ah, crap. I lost my shovel again. I still think they should try to make Half-Life 3. I mean, either you succeed and you are a legend for the rest of eternity, or you fail and it's over, and nobody's gonna ask for Half-Life 4. So either way, it answers the question. Whereas if you just don't do it, then it's just gonna be people just gonna keep asking. Like the question remains unanswered. Where is Half-Life 3? So if you make it and succeed, then you are a god. But if you make it and you fail, then nobody asks anymore. And then you can focus on other things. Although it's not really a problem, is it? Because Valve is just working on Dota 2. And I think Dota 2 is a complete cash cow for them. I mean, Steam is already a cash cow for Valve. But Dota 2 is also a cash cow somehow. And they're just working on that. I can't believe how much of a cash cow Dota 2 is. Because Dota 2, okay, so there's Dota and there's Dota 2. So they remade Dota from scratch. But there's still a lot of the weirdness from the old Dota game in Dota 2. So whatever I said about, Explorer and Edge, whatever I said about Minecraft and Minecraft 2, doesn't entirely apply to Dota and Dota 2. Although they did change the graphics of the map, I've noticed. I don't play Dota 2. And in fact, I'm kind of bad at it. Or maybe I'm just setting my standards too high. Like I see the pros play, and I'm like, there's no way I can do that. Whereas I don't see any of the casuals play. Maybe I'm good enough to play. Who knows? Anyway, that aside, Dota 2 was a complete remake of Dota, right? Using a brand new engine, even a brand new company, right? It's not even Blizzard. Although Blizzard didn't make Dota, it was a mod. Game mod by someone else, by IceFrog and other people. What am I saying? So Dota 2, but it kept some of the weirdness. So mechanically, like the game mechanics are very similar. In fact, I think they're identical. Almost identical. But the technology platform, I guess, is improved. But they didn't change the lore, they didn't really change the mechanics, like last hitting is still a thing. I think even orb walking is still a thing. And what else? Orb effects. Like a lot of the old weirdness is still a thing in Dota 2. And I guess it helps with transitioning players from Dota to Dota 2. And you can see how successful they are now. Like they have a massive, massive player base. And they have a massive international competition every year. Dota 2. I wonder how much money Valve really makes on that. It seems to be so big. Oh, what was I saying? It's like the community seems to... I don't know, there doesn't seem to be much. Like, I guess whoever plays Dota seriously just only plays Dota or something. I'm not sure there are casual Dota players. Not really. Whereas some other games, like League of Legends, when Overwatch came out, like League of Legends player base declined significantly. So the number of people playing League of Legends dropped significantly, and the number of people playing Overwatch increased. Of course, I mean, it was a new game. It was so popular when it came out. Which is kind of funny, because somehow League of Legends has crossover with Overwatch, like the player base, but Dota 2, if I remember right, was completely unaffected. It's like, well, I mean, that's interesting. I mean, I don't know what's going on there, but the people who played League of Legends just switched over to playing Overwatch. But the people who played Dota continue to play Dota? Fascinating. I haven't actually played League of Legends. I think League of Legends is quite casual. I do play Heroes of the Storm every now and then. Like I don't want to have to deal with items in my MOBAs. Is basically what's going on. Alright, so we've finished shoveling. We have completed shoveling. Except that we gotta continue shoveling because we need to put the stone down. Look at all this dirt. Wow, hey, we can build a new island with all this dirt. So, what's it called? Diorite. So what does diorite look like? And can I use it for flooring? I think I will. Diorite flooring? Sure. Sure. So diorite flooring. But we also want to think about the edges. Cobblestone edges? The thing is, you're not going to see this one because it's going to be a wall. Well, maybe there's not going to be walls. Well, there's not going to be that many walls, are there? So cobblestone with diorite in the middle? I don't want to make it too fancy. Right, so I want to keep it relatively basic. I'm just thinking cobblestone or something else. Cobblestone and diorite. Alright, cobble it is. We're gonna keep it quite basic. The opposite of fancy. So cobblestone borders, diorite center, and then 8 block by 8 block modules in between the cobblestone is the plan.